What's good, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about a few different grant opportunities that are out there. They're going to cover a different spectrum of, entrepreneurs, business owners, nonprofits that are out there and different areas. So make sure that you are staying tuned throughout the whole video so you can get all of the information and see what money applies to you so you can go and get it. Now, if you are familiar with me, I'm Will Frazier, your credit and business expert. And on this channel, we talk about different funding options for your business, like grants, loans, and credit cards, and also different things in regards to your personal credit and improving it. So if you like to hear information like that, make sure that you like this video by hitting the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified anytime I drop a new video, just like this one. So let's go ahead and let's talk about this first grant option that we have here, which is from Goldman Sachs. And this one is for Black women. So when it comes down to the purpose behind the grant, Black Women Impact Grants is a $10 million grant program with an open call application process for Black women-led charitable nonprofits. So you have to have a nonprofit for this one, 50 organizations, 7 impact areas, and 1 ambitious goal. So basically you can see that they have a few areas that you have to be specifically in order to qualify for this as well, which we'll get into that in just a moment. And also for those of you that are unfamiliar with grants are free money that you do not have to pay back. You don't have to pay these things back at all, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, every grant program is going to have different qualifications. Some might be that you have to have a certain type of business. Some may be that you have to be of a certain people group, some different states, some a certain time within business. Sometimes it can be that you don't have to have a registered business. And a lot of times you do actually have to have a registered business. So keep all those things in mind while you're hearing the different eligibility requirements for these grants. And if you don't already have your business registered and you're looking for free money for your business, please make sure that you just go ahead and register your business as far as filing with your, Secretary of State and getting a LLC or whatever, business entity you choose. Doing that is the first step with a lot of these grants, that you have to have that in place to be considered a legal business. And a lot of places aren't really trying to give you free money if they can't even validate that you have a registered business. So make sure that you get that step out the way. It's real easy and quick to do. You can go to, LegalZoom.com, ZenBusiness.com, and you can register your business very easily if you don't want to go through the process of filling out the paperwork for your local states. And also, just so you know, I don't help hand in hand with any of these grants. I'm just merely putting the information on your radar. So do make sure that you do come to these websites for all of these grants, which I will put a link to down in the description. And you can find all of these details and more, even contact information to reach out to the people that administer the grant program to get the best and most direct and accurate answers to any questions that you might have. Also, if I don't mention anything specifically about industry, then you should know that there isn't anything that you should have to worry about as far as if your industry qualifies for it. I'm going to run off on those qualifications that they do list on the site. Anything outside of that, more than likely you're safe if you check all the boxes that are mentioned that I read off. Now, with that being said, let's get back to this information. So where's the need for this? So they said, we heard you. Through over 50 listening sessions and feedback from nearly 20,000 Black women across the country, we heard that Black women-led and Black women-serving nonprofits need access to trust-based general operating funding, multi-year commitments to meaningfully plan, build, and implement their work, and access to visible sponsorship and validation from institutions across sectors. So that is what women have told them that they need, and that is the cause for them to try to put this funding out there to help in this area. So basically it's going to be about 50 Black women-led organizations that will receive operating funding ranging from $50,000 all the way up to $250,000 over a span of 2 years. So it's a multi-year commitment, and you will get a pretty sizable amount of money if you are one of the 50 women that is selected, and the funding is coming from Goldman Sachs Foundation. So you can see right there, you can apply, but just to give you, a little idea of what they're talking about or what they need for you to be eligible to apply, you can see here they have tax exempt status as a U.S. public charity under Section 501c3. So you have to be a U.S. company, you have to be a nonprofit company, and you have to have your 501c3. So you would have had to have applied for that and been awarded that. Now, the average annual operating budget is between $250,000 to $1 million. When you're a nonprofit, of course, that's how much money that you have to use for your programs and whatnot throughout the year, similar to what a for-profit business's revenue would be. Now, in addition to that, they say black women in positions of organizational and or programmatic leadership. So you can just be, a leader or hold some type of high position in any organization to apply, and a clear focus on serving black women and girls, and alignment to at least one of the 1 million black women 7 impact areas. And those impact areas are going to be healthcare, job creation and workforce advancement, access to capital, education, financial help, digital connectivity, and housing. So if you help black women or girls in these areas, the 9 impact areas they mentioned before, then you are what they are looking for this grant. Now, it's an open call. All eligible applicants must submit their application by March 11th. So you still have some time for this, but the deadline is definitely approaching and coming soon. Then you'll get a call back. Select applicants will be invited to complete their full application in April 2022. And final selection award decisions will be made by Goldman Sachs Foundation in June 2022. And awardees will be notified ahead of public announcement. So that is the timeline and what they're going to be doing basically to select who wins these grants. So that is all of the information that you really need to know. And of course, the link to this is down in the description. You can hit the apply now, but we're going to go on to the next grant now. Now, this next grant is going to be for those of you that live in Michigan. So of course, if you don't live in Michigan, then make sure that you send it to somebody that you know that does live in Michigan, or try to tag them in the comments if you know somebody that does live in Michigan. And you guys let me know down in the comments, what state are you in? What state are you trying to seek funding in? So I can look into those states and see where most of you guys are from, and I can try to knock those out quicker if I see a large portion of you guys are in the same state. But yeah, make sure you leave your state down in the comments so I can try to look for grants in those areas for you guys. Now, the base qualifications for this grant program is going to be that your business has to have been in operation on October 1st of 2019. This is related to, COVID issues that you may have faced in business. So in addition to that, your business must meet the following things in order to satisfy their qualifications: has a physical presence and conducts business operations in Michigan. So again, this is a U.S. based grant, and you're going to have to be within the state of Michigan. You're going to have a physical presence within Michigan. You're going to have to fall into one of the 9 eligible business categories. We'll go over those 9 in just a minute. Is not tax exempt under the Internal Revenue Code. So you shouldn't be a nonprofit. This one is for-profit businesses, and you cannot be a government entity, and your business must be currently open. So your business can't have closed. You have to be in operation right now. So your business has a decline in total Michigan sales between the year 2019 and 2020 equal to or greater than 5%. So if between that time frame you had a loss of at least 5%, then that helps you to qualify. And, 5%, that's a pretty small amount. I think when the government was trying to see a percentage in decline to give you the PPP loans, I believe it was about 25% decrease that you had to see. So just 5%, that means that they're really trying to help people, even if you saw a slight decrease in business, which is great. You have to be able to provide information and associated documentation on the financial hardship that you have by means of these different things that they mention here. And the grant deadline is going to be March 31st. So you have to get that in by March 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you're paying attention and taking note to that. That one, will be coming up in not too long. So make sure that you are, again, paying attention to that. And again, your business must have been in operation as far back as October 2019, October 1st, 2019, but no later than May 31st of 2020. So make sure that you are definitely keeping that in mind. So when it comes down to those eligibility criteria that they have, and if I haven't mentioned, I believe that this grant opportunity is about $5 million that they have available to give out. So keep that in mind. But let's go again into these 9 eligibility business categories. So entertainment venues. These businesses infer the use of a facility for the purposes of spending time engaged as a spectator to a ticketed event. Eligible businesses that fall within the category include an auditorium, an arena, banquet hall, cinema, concert hall, conference center, performance venue, sporting venue, stadium, or theater. Now, it says here, if a business does not fall directly within one of the subcategories listed above, yet identifies as an entertainment venue for business, it may still apply under entertainment venue, other. So basically, even if you don't think that you fit in these categories, if you believe that you do still fit that description of an entertainment venue business, then that means that you should still apply. They have a other option there. So, you don't have to guess about it. You can just go ahead and apply. I mean, it's free money. You don't have to pay anything to try to apply for it. So just go ahead and see if you do qualify under that umbrella. And they also have, 8 others too. So they have recreational facilities and public placements of amusement parks, arcades, bingo halls, bowling alley, casinos, nightclubs, skating rink, water park, trampoline park. All those different types of businesses can qualify. They have barbers and cosmetologists. So if you do hair, cut hair, you fit into the category 2 of something that they're looking for this grant. Exercise facilities, gymnasiums, fitness centers, exercise studios, food establishments. And, there are a bunch of different types of food establishments, bars, cocktail lounges, nightclubs, drive-ins, grills, cafeterias, coffee shops. All of these different things qualify. Nursery dealers and growers, athletic trainers, body art facilities like tattoos, hotels and bed and breakfast establishments. So all of these different types of businesses are going to be the 9 categories that they're looking for. Please, reach out and check the details on this with them so that you can verify if you qualify for this grant right here in Michigan. Now let's go on to the next grant. So the one that I want to talk about here is, again, the one from Walmart. They are having a new funding round to open up. So I wanted to make you guys aware of this again because of that, because this one is a very good grant. It is for those that are helping out the local community in a Walmart area. So basically with this, local community grants range between a minimum of $250 to a maximum of $5,000. Eligible nonprofit organizations must operate on a local level or be an affiliate chapter of a larger organization that operates locally and directly benefit the service area of the facility from which they are requesting funding. So the Walmart location that you are requesting funding from. So the 2022 grant cycle began at the beginning of this month and the deadline is December 31st. So you do have time to enter in to this one, but it just opened up this month. So again, I want to put it on you guys' radar so that you can be trying to apply for this grant. As far as eligibility goes, you have to be an organization holding the current tax exempt status as a public charity under 501c3, a recognized government entity, a K-12 public or nonprofit private school, charter school, community junior college. So, go ahead and take a look at the details of those so that you can kind of get an idea of who qualifies for this. Also, different areas of funding can be community and economic development, diversity and inclusion, education, environmental sustainability, health and human service, hunger relief and healthy eating, public safety, and quality of life. Again, with details all right there. You can also get some more information on their selection process. Just make sure that you go and check the link down in the description for this. Again, all of these things will be linked down in the description, so go ahead and check them out. Now on to the next grant. So this grant is going to be the Aveeno Skin Health Startup Accelerator, and this is their 2020 offering for this grant. So basically, you can win up to $100,000 for your beauty-based business with this, as well as ongoing mentorship opportunities from Aveeno business leaders and industry experts, and a trip to Essence Fest. And I'm from New Orleans, so I can tell you that that's going to be a good time. In addition to having $100,000, Don't try to spend $100,000 at Essence Fest. This is for your business. So stay focused on that if you do win it. So this is going to be for Black female entrepreneurs with a product, brand, or technology that meets the skin or hair care needs of Black consumers. They want up and coming innovators of beauty products who harness the power of natural ingredients to address the needs of all skin or hair types. They're taking moisturizers, serums, body lotions, cleansers, and more. So that's what they're looking for you to qualify for this. Step 1 is going to be hit enter now right here and fill out the form between 6:30 p.m. Eastern on February 2nd. That's when it's open, and 11:59 Eastern on April 30th. That's when this will close. So you still have time for this, but make sure you jump on this if you feel like you meet those eligibility requirements. Step 2 is you need to tell them why. So create a 1 to 2 minute video introducing yourself, your business, and why you got started. Explain how natural ingredients play a key role in your products and your business. If you prefer, lean into a modern video storytelling and provide a vertical video. So basically one of those videos that you can just record on your phone with it being vertical. That's all you have to do. Upload your video, review the required information, and submit. So basically, you kind of tell them about your business and what you do and what you put into your products, not necessarily your specific ingredients for your product. You don't want to give that up, but they want to know how they play a key role in your product. So you're basically creating a video with this. This is somewhat, like a tell us about yourself competition kind of thing. But I believe, it's worth doing because it's $100,000 that you could potentially win, as well as some industry leader help from other professionals who do what you do and probably help you go to the next level in your business, and you get a trip to Essence Fest. So of course, who wouldn't want that? So yes, this is definitely a good grant opportunity here. So I would assume that you guys should be all over this if you feel like you qualify for it. And I definitely wish you luck with that. So that's all the grant opportunities I have for you guys today. I hope you got some good useful information from this. If you know somebody that might benefit from one of these grants, make sure you send this video to them so that they can try to apply for this free money and try to grow their business or get their business off the ground. And again, if you like hearing information like this, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified anytime I put out more grant info just like this. Again, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video, and I'll see you guys next time.